The Mi A1, Xiaomi's first stock Android budget phone, was a huge success. Then there was the Mi A2, which was super hyped but turned out to be a disappointment. Now, what about the Mi A3? Hey guys, this is Upesh from Beebom.com, and today I'm going to talk about the Mi A series of smartphones and why I think Xiaomi might be trying to bring down its Android One smartphones. Now before I get into detail, I'd suggest you to hit the bell icon to get notified every time we post an awesome new video. Now that you've done that, let's talk about the Mi A series of smartphones. Okay, so let's start from the very beginning. So the Mi A1 arrived in September 2017 and it came at a time when the Android One platform was all but dead. And well, the Mi A1 arrived and the rest is history. The Mi A1 was a huge hit among the consumers and it resurrected the Android One branding back from the dead. And it was not a surprise because the Mi A1 was a great all-around budget smartphone, and that's mainly because it had no shortcomings. Dual cameras, a sleek design, good specs, all the basic functionalities one expects from a budget phone, a USB-C port, and of course, stock Android. It was just amazing. Yes, the Mi A1 was slightly higher priced than the Redmi Note 4 at Rs 15,000, but it was the better phone. Now we don't have any sale numbers, but I won't be surprised if the Mi A1 actually outperformed the Redmi Note 4, because it was clear that people preferred the stock Android One platform over MIUI. I remember Xiaomi did a poll in February 2018 asking users to choose between MIUI and Android One, and the result was 57% of voters choosing Android One. Now Xiaomi deleted that poll, but we did one of our own back then. And as you can see, 80% of the voters voted for Android One. And that's where the problem began. See, Xiaomi must have realized that the Mi A1 might be impacting sales of its Redmi Note series. And so around March, April, the Mi A1 was always out of stock. Now I get it that the Redmi Note 5 and the Note 5 Pro had arrived, newer phones with the latest 18:9 displays, but the Mi A1 was still a good option for anyone looking for a stock Android Xiaomi phone. I mean, when you compare the Redmi Note 5 and the Mi A1, yes, the Redmi Note 5 has a bigger, fancier display and a bigger battery, but apart from that, the Mi A1 is pretty evenly matched and it has dual cameras. So I'm not sure why Xiaomi never brought the Mi A1 back in stock at a lower price. Next up, the Mi A2 arrived and there was so much hype around it. I mean, I remember that I was super excited for the Mi A2 because I had bought the Mi A1 and recommended the Mi A1 to a lot of people. So yes, me and everyone else around was super duper excited for the Mi A1 successor. And we were all expecting a phone that would be better than the Redmi Note 5 Pro. But it wasn't. Say what you will, the Mi A2 was a huge disappointment. The Mi A2 arrived in India at a price tag of Rs 17,000, and while it had a powerful processor in the form of the Snapdragon 660 and best-in-class cameras, it had some serious shortcomings, unlike the Mi A1. First up, the headphone jack was gone, which was simply unbelievable. I mean, it was the first budget smartphone to not have a headphone jack, and it still is the only budget phone out there to not have a headphone jack. It's insane when you think about the fact that the higher priced Poco F1 has a headphone jack, and Xiaomi has heavily marketed the headphone jack in the Poco F1. So was it deliberate from Xiaomi to remove the headphone jack in the Mi A2? And it's not like the removal of the headphone jack in the Mi A2 meant a bigger battery. In fact, the Mi A2 had a smaller battery when compared to the Mi A1. And that's not all. The microSD slot was removed, and as we noted in a Mi A2 review, the Android One build on the phone was buggy and the performance, even with the Snapdragon 660, wasn't very consistent. So it's not a surprise that the Mi A2 just did not get as popular as the Mi A1. I mean, the Redmi Note 5 Pro was obviously the better choice. Now I really think that the Mi A2 was not a worthy successor to the Mi A1 because Xiaomi just did not want it to be. Just think about it. It was clear that the Mi A1 was impacting the sales of the Redmi Note 4, and a great Mi A2 would have definitely impacted the sales of the Redmi Note 5 Pro. But that's not everything. Another reason why I think Xiaomi released an average Mi A2 was because these phones have stock Android One, which means no MIUI, and that means Xiaomi misses out on a lot of revenue. With MIUI, there are ads everywhere and a lot of pre-installed apps, all of which are revenue sources for Xiaomi. Now compare that to Android One, where Xiaomi has no control. Android One is just stock Android, which means apart from a few Xiaomi apps like the camera app, the remote app, it's all bloat-free and ad-free. So it's not surprising that Xiaomi wants its MIUI phones to sell more than its Android One phones. Well, all of this makes me believe that Xiaomi might be silently killing the Mi A1 series. The Mi A2 was an attempt at it, and a subpar Mi A3 would be the final nail in the coffin. Just think about it. There's the Redmi Note 7 Pro at around the 14,000, 15,000 mark, and there's the Poco F1 at around 19,000. Now, if the Mi A3 comes with the Snapdragon 675, it will obviously impact the Note 7 Pro sale. If it has a faster processor, say the new Snapdragon 712, it will be priced higher than the Note 7 Pro, which will bring it into Poco F1 territory. So where's the room exactly for the Mi A3? I mean, it's clear that it's really tough for Xiaomi to make a good Mi A3 that does not impact the sale of its other smartphones. But hey, I'm not getting too pessimistic. Latest rumors suggest that the Mi A3 will have an in-display fingerprint scanner, a 32 megapixel front camera. So maybe, just maybe, Xiaomi will launch a Mi A3 that packs in the latest features, great specs, while omitting the flaws of the Mi A2. Well, here's hoping the Mi A series rises back again with the Mi A3. Well, those are my thoughts on the state of Xiaomi's Android One smartphones, but what do you think? Tell us in the comment section below. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you agree with us and share it with your friends. Lastly, subscribe to our channel for more amazing tech videos. Well, that's me signing off. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.